I want you to picture this. A winter morning in Ohio. Cold wind slips through every layer of clothing, and snow covers the small road leading to the mailbox in the yard. An 80-year-old woman, small and gentle, slowly walks out to collect a letter her daughter sent. Everything seems normal until her foot slides slightly on a thin layer of ice. The fall is not hard, but she lies there motionless, her eyes wide open toward the gray sky, her breath fading into the cold mist. No one hears her faint calls for nearly an hour. When the neighbors find her, she is still conscious but unable to move. And when I visit her in the emergency room, she says one sentence I will never forget. "I know I am still here, but my body has abandoned me." That moment, I felt clearly the fragile boundary between the alertness of the mind and the silence of the body. The brain keeps sending signals, but the muscles no longer respond. The feelings remain, yet the hands stay still as if they belong to someone else. It is the moment the body enters what neuroscientists call the survival freeze. It is like when you dream that you are screaming but no sound comes out. For older adults, that reflex can last longer and make them feel trapped inside their own body. What troubles me most is not the fall itself, but the feeling of being betrayed by one's own body. I often wonder, have you ever felt that way? When you try to stand up quickly but your legs tremble? When you want to say something but your voice does not follow? It is not just a sign of aging. It is the nervous system calling for help. The body does not weaken simply because of age. It only needs you to listen in a different way, slower, gentler, and more understanding of its limits. If you have ever faced a similar moment, or if someone you love has felt their body no longer obey, I want to hear your story. Leave a comment below and share what you felt in that moment, because your story might give someone else the strength to stand up again. I remember very clearly the feeling in that room when the old woman looked at me with confusion and said her body had abandoned her. I stood still for a moment before realizing that what she described was not just the weakness of aging, but the most primitive survival response of the human body. When the body experiences shock, whether from a fall or a mild stroke, the brain instantly switches to protection mode, temporarily disconnecting awareness from action to conserve energy for vital organs. The heart rate slows down, blood pressure drops, blood flows toward the center, and the muscles stiffen as if frozen. If you have ever been through that moment, you know what it feels like to be fully conscious, yet unable to move your legs or hands. It feels as if your body no longer belongs to you. For younger people, this reflex lasts only a few seconds, but for older adults, the recovery of the nervous system is much slower. Even one passing minute can cause panic and exhaustion. I often tell my patients that in the first few seconds after a fall, or when you feel sudden weakness, you must do the opposite of your instinct. Do not try to get up. Instead, breathe slowly, deeply, and gently. Let the air flow through your nose down to your belly, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Just 2 breaths like that are enough to start rebooting your nervous system. When you breathe deeply, your body receives a signal of safety. The heart begins to beat stronger, blood returns to your limbs, and your mind becomes clearer. I want you to try it right now. Sit quietly in a chair, place your feet flat on the floor, and rest your hands on your thighs. Inhale gently through your nose until your belly rises, then exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this twice. You will feel your head lighten, your neck and shoulders relax, and your hands start to warm up. That is the sign your body is reopening its connection with the brain. When you practice proper breathing every day, you not only strengthen your heart and lungs, but also teach your body how to return to calm whenever a crisis happens. I know many people watching this video have faced similar moments, perhaps during a dizzy spell in the bathroom or a time when you sat down and could not stand back up. I would love to hear your story. Leave a comment below and tell me how you reacted when your body suddenly stopped obeying. Did you also feel trapped between your will and your flesh? Sharing your story will help others realize they are not alone and that everyone can learn to regain control of their body. All it takes is one slow, deep breath. Let us continue from the moment the old woman said her body had abandoned her. At that time, I sat down on the floor beside her, held her hand, and spoke very slowly. Do not try to stand up. We will call your body back with your breath first. Now, I want you to practice with me right at home. Sit on a stable chair with your back resting lightly and the soles of your feet flat on the floor. Place one hand on your belly just below the navel to feel the movement. Place the other hand on your chest to remind yourself to breathe from the right place. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Keep your lips softly closed as if you were about to whistle very gently. Let your eyes look straight ahead so your brain receives a signal of safety. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. You can whisper 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the hand on your belly rise while the hand on your chest remains almost still. Hold your breath at the top for a brief moment, just long enough to feel in control. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you breathe out, imagine releasing fear from your shoulders and neck. Repeat 5 more rounds. Each time, let the exhale last longer than the inhale. That is how you turn the calm switch of your nervous system back on. If you feel dizzy or tight in your chest, switch to a lighter rhythm. Inhale for 3 counts. Exhale for 5. If it is hard to focus, gently press your tongue to the roof of your mouth. This small trick helps your breath stay steady. When your shoulders start to lift out of habit, let the hand on your chest remind you to lower them. True breathing begins in the belly. The chest is only an observer. Now I will teach you an emergency breathing rhythm that works very well when the body freezes. Take a short inhale through the nose for 1 count. Then, take 1 small extra sip of air to fill the upper lungs. Exhale slowly through the mouth until you feel your belly soften and empty. Repeat this 3 times. This is a quick release for the brain. Many of my patients say that after just 3 cycles, their hands stop trembling and their knees feel steadier. After 6 slow rounds and 3 quick releases, close your eyes for a second, then open them to check your balance. Do your shoulders feel lighter? Are your hands getting warmer? Is your heartbeat steadier? If the answer is yes, you have just reopened the line between your brain and your muscles. At this moment, do not rush. Stay seated for 1 more minute. Keep breathing like small waves coming and going on the shore. I want you to remember this phrase. I am safe. I am breathing well. My body is coming back to me. You can practice this breathing exercise every morning after waking up and every evening before standing up from a chair. 3 minutes is enough to train your body to stay calm when shock happens. If you have tried it just now, tell me how you feel in the comments. Does your head feel lighter or your hands warmer? Do you have any questions about breathing that you want me to explain more clearly? Your story will help many others find calm again in their most difficult moments. Let us continue right after the breathing exercise you just practiced. I sat beside the old woman that day and spoke very slowly. Now we will do a stillness check. No rush, no effort. The first 2 minutes are only for listening to the body. You can do this with me at home. Sit on a stable chair or lie on your side on a safe flat surface. Keep your head exactly where it has stopped. Do not twist your neck. Close your eyes gently as if placing a thin curtain over your eyelids. Relax your jaw. Let your shoulders drop naturally. Begin to count your breath. Inhale for 4 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. As you breathe out, let this sentence go with it. I am safe. I am present here. After 10 calm breaths, ask your body 3 clear questions. Is my breathing steady? Is there any sharp or spreading pain? Do I recognize where I am and what just happened? If you feel the room slightly drifting, if your eyes tremble even while closed, or if your heartbeat is faster than normal, do not resist. Stay still for another 90 seconds. Place one hand on your belly to keep the rhythm of your breath gentle. The goal now is to let the blood flow redistribute evenly. As the dizziness fades, you will feel the ground become more stable beneath your body. When your head feels a little clearer, we begin the micro-movement check to restart spatial awareness. I call it awakening the internal map of the body. Start only with the areas farthest from the center. Gently lift one finger, then return it to place. Lift another finger. If there is no sharp pain, try the whole hand. Open your palms softly as if a small flower is blooming. Close it. Repeat twice more. Now move to your toes. Touch the tip of a toe lightly to the sole, then release. Rotate your ankle in a very small circle. If it feels fine, make one more circle in the opposite direction. Next is the wrist. Rotate it slightly as if drawing a small coin in the air. Return to neutral. Move to the knee. Bend it slightly at a narrow angle. Pause, release. The important thing is, do not twist your back. Do not turn your torso. Do not lift your head from its resting place. Each motion is like a polite knock sent to the brain. I am still here. I can still control this small part. Each tiny signal reconnects the communication line between brain and muscle. You will notice your hands getting warmer, your calves less tense, and your heartbeat steadier. When you finish the full round of micro movements, open your eyes slowly as if drawing back a curtain to the morning light. Look at a point in front of you at eye level. Inhale for 3 counts. Exhale for 5. Check again. Do you still feel dizzy? Is there any area that signals distress? If everything feels calm, you have just crossed the first bridge after the shock. If you practiced with me just now, tell me how you feel in the comments. Which part of your body responded first? Do you have any questions about keeping your head still or moving your wrist correctly? I read every story to adjust the exercise so it fits your own experience. Now, I want you to imagine that we have just finished the stillness check. The body has warmed up and your hands have started to respond again. Now it is time to learn how to stand up safely. I call this the journey back to confidence. I will guide you slowly so you can follow along with me at home. First, do not push yourself up while still lying on the floor, because that is the mistake that makes many people feel dizzy or get hurt again. I want you to begin with breathing as we practiced. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts and exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. When your breathing is steady, look around a little to see which side is safer, the left or the right. Which side feels less painful? Choose that direction. Now gently bend one knee slowly until you feel your hip tilt slightly to that side, then use the opposite hand to press lightly on the floor for support. After that, start rolling your body toward the less painful side. Imagine yourself rolling like a small wave on the water without forcing or rushing. When you are on your side, place your elbow under your shoulder and push gently to lift your head and chest. Exhale slowly to keep your balance. Next, open your hand and place your palm flat on the floor. You will begin to feel strength returning to your body. Pause for a few seconds and check. Is your breathing still steady? Do you feel any dizziness? If you feel fine, place the other hand down and slowly move into a 4-point position on your hands and knees. When you are in this position, relax your shoulders and neck. Inhale once, then exhale slowly while checking if there is any sharp pain. If not, look around for a stable object like a chair or the edge of a bed. Crawl slowly toward it, one step at a time without lifting your head too high. Keep your eyes looking forward to stay balanced. When you reach the object, place both hands on the seat or the edge. Make sure it feels solid and secure. Now bring one foot forward with the sole flat on the floor while the other knee stays down. Pause and take a deep breath, feeling the weight shift into your foot. Then exhale slowly and begin to push your body up using both your hands and your front leg. Keep your eyes looking forward at mid-level. Do not lower your head. When you are standing upright, stay still for a moment. Touch the chair lightly to feel your own stability. If your head feels a bit dizzy, breathe slowly for 3 more cycles before moving. Remember, this is not a race. It is a ritual for your body to relearn how to stand safely. Every slow motion is an affirmation that you are still in control of yourself. If you have just practiced with me, share in the comments how you felt after standing up. Which part was the hardest for you? Do you have a personal tip that helps you keep balance better? Sharing that will help others find the courage to try again and believe that they too can stand strong just like you. Right after you have stood up safely, as we just practiced, do not rush to walk yet. I always tell my patients that the next moment is the most fragile bridge. Now we enter the golden 15 minutes to keep the brain and heart steady. Follow along with me at home step by step. First, stop and sit down on a stable chair or on the edge of a bed. Place both feet flat on the floor. Keep your back straight but relaxed. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts. Exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. Repeat 3 times. Let the breath move through your body like a warm wave. When your breathing feels calm, place your index and middle fingers on the inner wrist near the thumb or gently on the side of your neck just below the jaw. Close your eyes for a moment to feel the pulse. If the pulse is fast or irregular, stay seated for another minute and keep breathing slowly. If you feel lightheaded, slide your body into a lower sitting or half-lying position and stay there until the dizziness fades away. Now, from the 3rd to the 5th minute, drink a few small sips of water, not large gulps. Warm water is best because cold floors and fear can make blood vessels tighten and drop your blood pressure. Drape a thin scarf or light jacket over your shoulders. Keeping warm helps bring blood back to nourish the brain and muscles. From the 5th to the 8th minute, we awaken circulation without shocking the body. Press your heels to the floor, lift your toes up, then lower them. Repeat 10 times. Relax, then switch the movement. Lift your heels, raise on your toes, then lower them 10 times. This is the muscle pump that pushes blood from the legs back to the heart. After that, gently squeeze each upper arm 5 times to remind your body that you are still safe. From the 8th to the 10th minute, we check mental orientation. Look around the room and name 3 objects you see. Say your name and the present moment softly. I am at home in the living room this afternoon. The sentence may sound simple, but it keeps your brain anchored in reality and reduces the chance of delayed panic. From the 10th to the 13th minute, stand up slowly while still holding the chair. Keep your eyes looking forward, not down. Take a short breath in and a long breath out. Feel your feet gripping the floor. If you notice any dizziness, headache, blurred vision, or racing heartbeat, sit back down immediately. Take 3 slow breaths and try again after 1 minute. Do not try to prove that you are fine. Safety matters more than pride. From the 13th to the 15th minute, call a family member or neighbor just to talk for a moment. The sound of your voice helps stabilize your nervous system. Briefly tell them what happened and say you will call again in 15 minutes. If you notice bruising, headache, slurred speech, facial drooping weakness, blurry vision, or nausea, call emergency services immediately today. Do not delay. If you practiced with me just now, share in the comments how you felt. Which step was the hardest for you? Do you have any small tips to keep your balance better? I read every message to adjust the exercises to your needs, and perhaps your story will help someone else avoid a second fall. When your heartbeat has steadied and your head no longer feels dizzy, I want you to stay with me a little longer, because this is the most important moment to regain your confidence. After a fall, what hurts most people is not the bruise, but the fear of falling again. That old woman once told me, "Doctor, I am afraid to stand up again every time I lift my foot. I feel scared, and that fear makes my body stiffer each day." If you are watching this video, I want you to stand with me right now beside a stable chair or a sturdy table edge. Place your hands lightly on the surface. Do not grip, do not tense. Keep your eyes looking forward so your head does not tilt down. Begin with a deep breath in through your nose and a long breath out through your mouth. Then whisper softly, "I am safe." Now try the first exercise called the rhythm of safety for your feet. Shift your weight gently toward your heels, then forward to your toes as if you are swaying in a soft breeze. Keep the rhythm slow, 1, 2, 3 back to center, and repeat 4 more times. Can you feel the warmth spreading in your feet? That is the sign your balance system is waking up. The second exercise is called the bridge of trust. Keep your hands on the chair. Move your body slightly to the left for 1 breath, then to the right for 1 breath. At first, you may feel shaky, but do not worry. Let your breath guide you. Your body will understand that you are not falling, you are moving safely. Now, I want you to look at a point far in front of you about 3 steps away. Keep your gaze steady there, do not glance down at the floor. Breathe slowly and evenly. Feel as if your head is aligned with your heartbeat. When your eyes stay steady, the balance system in your inner ears automatically adjusts, helping you feel less dizzy. Finally, we begin the step of returning. Lift your heels gently, then lower them. Lift your toes, then lower them with each slow inhale and exhale. Do this 10 times, then sit down and check how you feel. If your breathing feels easier and your soles are warm, that means your body has relearned how to balance again. I know for many people, this small exercise is a big victory. If you have just practiced with me, share in the comments how you felt. Which step made you feel more confident, or was there a part you were still afraid of? I will read every word because your story today might give someone else the courage to stand up again. Once you have regained your balance and confidence in walking, it is time to go deeper into rebuilding your nerves and muscles. I want you to think of this stage as a gentle conversation between you and your body after everything it has been through. The body has not become weak, it only needs to be guided again through movements done with the right rhythm, the right breath, and the right love for yourself. We begin with the first exercise I call the peaceful wall slide. Stand with your back against a flat wall, feet shoulder width apart, heels about 1 hand length away from the wall. Let your arms rest naturally at your sides. Look straight ahead. Inhale deeply through your nose, then exhale slowly. As you breathe out, gently slide your back down until your knees bend at a small angle as if sitting on a low chair. Hold the position for 3 breaths, then slowly slide back up. Do not let your knees go past your toes. When done correctly, you will feel warmth rising in your thighs and hips as if they are waking up. Repeat 5 times. Each time inhale as you go up and exhale as you go down. The second exercise is reaching to restore the strength of your spine. Sit on a stable chair with both feet flat on the floor. Keep your back slightly lifted as if a string is pulling from the top of your head toward the ceiling. Inhale deeply through your nose, and as you exhale, extend your right arm forward as if offering a gift. Hold for 2 breaths, then lower your arm. Continue with the left arm alternating sides 5 times each. When you reach, imagine stretching the air in front of you, creating space for your breath to flow through. If your back feels tired, lean lightly against the chair and take 1 deep breath. This exercise helps awaken the muscles around your spine, allowing you to sit upright longer and ease tension in your neck and shoulders. Now for the third exercise, called the circle of strong legs. Sit upright on the chair with your hands on your thighs. Lift one foot slightly off the floor and begin to rotate your ankle clockwise for 5 slow circles, then reverse for another 5. You can feel the blood flowing into your foot. The calves grow warmer, that means circulation is opening up. Then switch legs and repeat. If you hear small pops in your joints, do not worry, that is only air releasing from the joint fluid. With regular practice, your joints will move more smoothly. These 3 exercises should be done twice a day, morning and evening. Always remember to match each movement with your breath. Inhale when starting the motion and exhale as you finish. Each session does not need to be long. Just 5 to 7 minutes is enough for your nervous system to recognize that your body is still full of life. Now, I want you to try one of them while watching this video. Choose the one you like best and practice it with me. After finishing, pause, close your eyes and listen to your body. Does it feel warmer? Is your breath deeper? If so, write down that feeling in the comments. Share which exercise made you feel younger even for a few minutes, because that feeling might help someone else find the hope to begin their own healing just like you. Before you stand up after completing the 3 exercises, I want you to take a very small moment for your mind, because at any age, the brain listens to the words you speak. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Close your eyes gently and whisper slowly, "My body is steady, my breath is calm." After saying it, inhale through your nose for 4 counts, letting your belly rise, hold for a short pause, then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts, allowing your whole body to soften. Repeat this 3 times. When you finish, you will feel your shoulders drop naturally and your head feel lighter. This is a good signal to begin moving. Now we turn that sentence into a ritual before standing up. Sit on the edge of a chair with both feet flat on the floor and knees open at hip width. Keep your eyes looking straight ahead, not down. Take a gentle breath in. As you exhale, lean your body slightly forward as if greeting a friend, placing a bit more weight onto the soles of your feet while keeping your heels touching the ground. Pause for a moment. Check if your head feels dizzy. If everything is steady, press both feet gently into the floor as if leaving your footprints there, and rise slowly. You can rest your hands on your thighs for support. Once you are fully upright, hold for one more breath before taking your first step. I want you to build a 5-minute daily habit, because confidence is not a feeling, it is a skill that can be retrained. The schedule is simple. In the morning after waking, sit on the edge of your bed, do 3 rounds of belly breathing, repeat the steady phrase, and stand up following the same ritual above. In the afternoon before dinner, repeat the practice, but add 10 gentle shifts of weight between heels and toes to awaken your balance system. In the evening before sleep, sit on a chair, stretch your arms softly as in the reaching exercise for spine strength, and finish with 3 slow, deep breaths to relax your nervous system. When you keep this routine consistently, your body learns quickly. And the amazing thing is your sleep often becomes deeper because your nervous system has learned a new language of calm. Many clinical studies show that just 5 minutes of daily practice can significantly improve balance and sleep in older adults. I have seen it in my own clinic that when patients begin their day with breath and end it by listening to their body, they walk with more stability and live with more peace. If you are standing next to your chair right now and have just practiced with me, take a short pause, then tell me how you feel in the comments. Did saying, "My body is steady, my breath is calm," make you feel safer? Was there a moment when you suddenly believed you could stand without fear? If you still feel uncertain about any step, describe it so I can return and guide you more clearly. Your story is not just feedback for me, it may be a lifeline for someone else who is trying to find their calm, steady rhythm of breathing again. Let us continue, because this is a very important part that I want you to truly remember. After you have learned how to stand, walk, and regain confidence in every breath, now it is time to talk about a silent warning that many people overlook. I have met many patients who said they only had a light fall, felt a bit dizzy for a few minutes, and then recovered. But 3 days later, they came back unable to move one side of their body or speak. That is what I call the brain's alarm bell. I want you to sit down right now because we will check a few basic signs to recognize a transient ischemic attack, also known as a mini stroke. First, place both hands on your thighs, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, then look straight into a mirror or your phone screen. Smile gently and see if both corners of your mouth move evenly. If one side does not lift or seems to pull downward, that is the first warning sign. Now extend both arms straight in front of you with palms facing up. Inhale deeply, exhale, and hold the position for 5 seconds. If one arm drops more slowly or feels weak or shaky, take note right away. This is what I call the alarm arm test. Next is the voice check. I want you to say out loud a simple sentence, "I am calm, I am at home." Listen carefully. Does your voice sound slurred, stretched, or do certain words feel hard to pronounce? If yes, you must call emergency services within the first 5 minutes because sometimes a transient ischemic attack lasts only a few minutes, but it is the last window to prevent a major stroke in the next 2 days. Now I will show you how to respond temporarily if you or someone near you shows these signs. Lie on your side with the head slightly raised, loosen any clothing around the neck and chest, and keep the airway clear. Do not take blood pressure or pain medications unless directed by a doctor. Call emergency help immediately and note the exact time when symptoms started. Doctors need that number to calculate the golden window for treatment. If you are watching this video with a loved one, practice the 3-step test of face, arm, and speech together right now. Treat it as a small game for the whole family to learn early detection. One day, this exercise could save you or someone you love. I want you to share in the comments if you have ever seen someone in your family show these signs. Did you know how to react at that moment? Share your real story because every story is a reminder for others not to ignore even the smallest signal from the brain. Health does not demand perfection, it only needs awareness at the right time, and those first 5 minutes can often be the line between recovery and regret. Right after identifying early warning signs, we move into the survival key that I want you to memorize like a children's song. I call it the FAST reflex. I will not only explain it, but practice it with you right now, so when needed, you can act within the golden 5 minutes. Stand near a mirror or open your front camera. Take one deep breath to calm your mind and begin. First is the letter F face. Look straight into the mirror. Smile gently, showing your teeth. Observe whether both corners of your mouth lift evenly. If one side droops or your smile looks uneven, say out loud a simple sentence, "I am fine," to see if your lips pull to one side. Repeat it once more. If you are helping a loved one stand at an angle to see the symmetry of their cheeks and mouth corners clearly, now move to the letter A, arm. Raise both arms straight in front of you with palms facing up. Close your eyes for a moment to remove visual guidance and hold for 5 seconds. If one arm lowers slowly or shakes unusually, that is a signal to notice. Open your eyes, lower your arms, take a deep breath, and repeat the motion once more to confirm. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to keep the rhythm clear. Next is the letter S, speech. Keep your eyes looking forward. Say clearly one smooth sentence, "I am calm and I am at home." Listen carefully to see if the final sounds are missing, if any word sounds slurred or stretched. If your tongue feels heavy or your voice breaks, repeat the sentence again, but with slower breathing. A nearby family member should also listen closely because an outside ear often detects slurred speech sooner than the person speaking. Now comes the letter T, time. If any of the letters above show something unusual, you must call emergency services immediately. Do not wait to see if it goes away. Write down the exact time you first noticed the symptom. That number determines the treatment window for the brain. Every minute that passes, millions of brain cells lose their chance to survive. You cannot wait for a stroke to stop on its own. You can only race against it with the right decision at the right moment. To make fast a true reflex, I want you to turn it into a 1-minute daily exercise. After breakfast or after reading, stand in front of a mirror and run through F, then A, then S in 45 seconds. Use the last 15 seconds to say out loud, "I am safe, I am breathing well." If you practice with family, take turns, one person testing while the other observes and keeps time. The first 3 days may feel awkward. By the second week, you will notice your body remembers the steps without thinking. That is when the reflex has formed. Before finishing, sit down for 1 minute. Inhale for 3 counts, exhale for 5. Record in your mind how you feel. Is your smile even? Did your arm hold for 5 seconds? Does your voice sound smoother? And please share in the comments when during the day you practiced fast. Tell me which step felt hardest so I can guide you more precisely. One story you share today could be the lifeline for someone else tomorrow. We have just practiced fast for 1 minute each day to help the brain remember its path back to safety. Now, I want you to take one more important step because our nervous system can relearn if we teach it with patience and proper breathing. After a fall or a minor stroke, the body is not broken. It has only lost connection for a while. Our job is to reconnect those small wires between the brain and the muscles through simple, repeated signals filled with self-compassion. Sit on a stable chair with the soles of your feet flat on the floor. Place both hands on your thighs. Close your eyes for a moment, then open them to steady your gaze. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts, exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. Whisper slowly, "My body is steady, my breath is calm." You have just sent the first signal to your brain that the danger has passed and control is returning. Now comes the awakening floor touch exercise. Do this 5 times for each foot. Lift your heels slightly, exhale slowly, then place them down and inhale gently. Lift your toes, exhale, then place them down and inhale. Keep the rhythm like waves coming and going. This small motion calls blood back to the soles of your feet so the brain can read your position more clearly. Each time your foot touches the floor, say softly, "I am coming back." Next is the nervous staircase, a very effective exercise to teach the brain safe weight shifting. Stand behind a chair holding it lightly for support. Step your left foot forward, half a foot length pause for 1 breath. Return to center. Step your left foot to the side, half a foot length pause for 1 breath. Return to center. Step your left foot backward, half a foot length pause again. Return to center. Repeat 3 rounds, then switch to the other foot. Keep your eyes looking forward, not down. You will feel your hips and thighs awaken while your head feels calmer. Now invite your spine to join in with the thread on top of the head exercise. Sit back down on the chair and imagine a soft thread pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Keep your back straight without tensing. Gently draw your chin back. As you inhale, extend both arms forward as if reaching for the light. Exhale and lower your hands. Repeat 5 times. This reminds your spine to align naturally, allowing your breath to travel deeper and your brain to receive more oxygen. To close the session, we practice the ritual of trust. Close your eyes, place 1 hand on your chest and 1 on your belly. Inhale until the hand below your navel rises. Exhale slowly until your belly softens. Say quietly, "I am alive, I am coming back." Repeat 3 times, then open your eyes slowly. Stand up using the safe standing ritual you already learned. Take 3 short steps across the room as if stepping into a new day. If during practice you feel your hands tremble or your head light, reduce the range of movement, slow down and lengthen your exhale. The body learns faster when the exhale is longer than the inhale. Remember, just 5 minutes each day is enough for your brain to remember the path of calm. Like a young branch bending in the wind, then returning upright, your nervous system is just as flexible. After you finish, I want to hear your story in the comments. Which exercise warmed your body the fastest? Do you have a small trick to keep your gaze steady? Describe it in detail, because what you share today could be the map for someone else to find their deep breath and peaceful steps again tomorrow. I know if you are watching this moment, you may have gone through a fall or a time when your heart raced, your head spun, and you felt afraid. I have met hundreds of people like that, and I want to tell you this falling is not failure. Stroke is not the end. They are signals from your body calling for help, reminding you to slow down and come back to me. When you stay calm, breathe deeply, and check properly, you are not only saving your body, you are reactivating the survival intelligence that nature placed inside you at birth. Every cell in you knows how to heal. It only needs time and breath. Now, I want you to do this with me. Sit down or stand beside a stable chair. Close your eyes. Place your hand over your heart. Inhale slowly for 4 counts through your nose. Exhale for 6 counts through your mouth. As you exhale, imagine all fear leaving your body. Inhale again. This time breathe in trust. Breathe in peace. Whisper to yourself, I am still here. I am coming back. My body is strong. My breath is calm. You may not realize it, but those very words change how your brain gives orders to your body. I still remember one of my former patients. She had fallen and lost her balance for months. Every day she only practiced breathing and taking 3 small steps. One morning she called me, her voice trembling but bright. Doctor, today I walked to my garden without anyone holding me. Just 3 steps, but they were 3 steps back to life. And I want you to have that moment too, the moment you stand, not for anyone else, but because you know there is still so much left to live for. Remember, this age does not take away your strength. It only teaches you to use that strength more wisely. Breathe, listen, and practice every day, because the power to rise and keep living has always been within you. If you have ever had that moment of standing again after fear, share it in the comments. I want to hear your story, because maybe it will help someone else tomorrow dare to breathe again, dare to believe that they too can start over just like you today.